Hi, good morning.
We're here.
Yeah,
Hi, Jane.
Dina and Jane, we're here. This is the Compassion Project, and I am super excited to have Dina Michelle here from North Carolina. She is an incredible woman. Honestly, Dina, I'm so grateful that you joined me. She was born and raised in New York and has lived in North Carolina for the last 4 years. She is an incredible woman with a diverse background. She's beautiful, positive, and has a passion for helping people achieve optimal wellness. She is a certified Hatha Yoga Instructor, a certified Dharma and Prenatal Yoga Instructor, and you're trained in let me say this right, trained in pranayama breathing.
That's
technique,
right.
And mindful meditation, and is a licensed massage therapist. She's the owner and CEO of Kashmir Hands, and Dina believes that mindfulness and breath and movement are the keys to a long, abundant life. I think you're incredible. I love what you stand for and how you have a passion for helping people. And I'd love for you to share your story and how you're navigating this uncertain time of this global pandemic and social distancing, because it's really affecting all of us in such a different way. So welcome.
Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone. Whoever's here, I can't see, but comment or put something in the chat here, and maybe we
say
can
hi, like from.
Oh, that's so sweet. Now, Jane and I met many moons ago. I have to tell them.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
Tell them how we met.
I put in the Facebook page how our GPS crossed with divine intervention. My older sister got married in Mexico. And then me, that was when I was first opening up my yoga studio in New York. And so I do yoga everywhere. Everywhere I go, it's just like yoga. Oh my God, I could do down dog there. I could do tree pose there. Who's going to take a picture of me? Just so I could share with people to see that it's when you live the lifestyle, it'll help you. So that's how Jane and I met in Mexico. I kind of saw her and we locked eyes and fell in love. And she's like, I'll show you the grounds. I've been here before. And if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the photo album. It's still there.
But I remember I was sitting by the pool because you're there for your wedding. There's all this family there. And I remember you hearing you say, does anyone want to take my picture for yoga? And I was like, I'll take your picture. And we wandered around for an hour. We took some amazing pictures, and that's how we got to know each other.
That was great. Such good grounds. My goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And that's how Jane and I met. And here we are years later, still connecting. Thank you so much for having me. Mm-hmm. I'm a massage therapist and a yoga teacher, a mindfulness meditation coach. I'm also a birth doula. I was a birth doula for many years in New York. And I help women coach their babies. Not a midwife, it's a doula. So it's more like I like to say a servant to the mommy in a very loving way.
That's amazing.
Been doing it 15 years. It's my nature.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
So how has things changed with all this social distancing? How are you adapting to everything? Like it's been, how long now?
Oh gosh, I know.
Been a while.
Actually, a month today. When was it? March 25th, I had to stop massaging. Now I'm a full-time massage therapist in addition to everything else. And, doing massage therapy for so many years, you build such a connection. And being a massage therapist like myself, absolutely in love with the work and extraordinary at it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm withdrawing. I do. I feel like I have to massage somebody. I'm constantly like rubbing my elbows. I got my cat. I'm like, no, this ain't cutting it. I can't wait to get back to massage therapy, but it's hard. For me, I've always taken, when I go through crisis or when crisis happens, I work well in it and I go right to optimism. I go, okay, where's the opportunities here? I don't go into the poor me. I'm not the type that goes into the victim. I do get sad. I do get angry. I'm normal, I'm normal in that nature too. But I do go into all right, how are we going to work this out? Let's find solutions here. How are we going to use this to the best of our advantage? So now that I'm not massaging and that's my source of income, I said, okay, so what can you do, Dina, to get you through this? So obviously I'm doing more yoga practice every day. I'm meditating longer. My meditations in the morning naturally are about like 5 minutes. Now they're
Oh, okay.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I got things to do too.
Yeah.
And but it works. I've been doing it so long that I'm always in a state of meditation.
Yeah.
My diet's changed. I think I'm better with my diet for sure.
Well, that's good.
I feel very proactive, connecting with people who I didn't realize I'd be connecting with again. I use this experience as a way to elevate it.
I have to, it's a live video. I let my dog just scratch.
Welcome to the home lives, everybody. It's so fun.
So happens in a live video. Anyway.
It's so
yeah.
good.
But you and I were talking before about the power of the thought and your mind and how, everything is what we think. And that, I guess, with the meditation is where you can really control that thought.
It's
right?
true. There's a book out there, many, but this one that I always hear myself saying, I don't remember the author, but the title is Just Use Your Mind.
Just use your mind.
Just use your mind. I mean, I have a whole, where's my library? I have a whole library of books on this. But now that I've been meditating all the time, it's just my innate nature. So what happens is, especially now at this crisis, it's really hard because my family and friends are all in New York and it's bad up there. And I've lost a lot of friends. I know a lot of people who are infected, who's doing well, who's not doing well. It's very scary. And it puts an emotional suffering, if you will, on yourself, to you wanting to be able to help them, and you can't.
Yeah. How have you actually lost friends from the COVID already? Have you? Wow.
And I have a lot of dear friends who have lost friends too.
Wow.
But being empathetic and having that empathy, not only for myself, but worldwide, and this is where I could cry, watching the news and hearing all of this, it's very sad because we're all connected in one way or another.
Yeah.
And it's trying, and it's like, what more can we do to help each other out? So what I choose is to spend this time with you and hopefully share some tools that will help other people to understand more about who they are so that they could use their mind, their breath, yoga movement, most importantly, their mind to navigate what's better for them in order to make healthier decisions, to feel good.
Mm-hmm. How is your family doing in New York? How's your family in New York?
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. Everybody's strong. Everyone's following protocols. Everyone, it's a mask, gloves, washing everything before it gets into the house.
Yeah.
Following the orders.
Yeah. So really pretty strict self-isolation there, right?
Pretty much.
Has to be. Wow.
And what I'm seeing, I think they mentioned it in the news or with my colleagues, everything's magnified now. Not many of us ever in our lifetimes have ever had the opportunity to just be in a situation like this where you are full blown with yourself right now.
Yeah.
So if that mirror is there, it's in front of your face now. And what it's magnifying is everything, your emotions, things that you wanted to do, your to-do list, everything we've procrastinated. I mean, for me, I speak as well. It's like, all right, here it is. What are we going to do? So you have choices. Yeah. It's like you go this way, you go this way. And any decision you make, there's consequences.
Right.
Pros and cons to both.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing that a lot. I'm seeing a lot of people being optimistic, but I'm also seeing the opposite of being optimistic there as well.
Right.
Whether they're getting worse, better, or the same. I hope that the work that I'm doing is able to encourage people to stay elevated and go further and beyond, because there's so much opportunity. It's just having a network, and most importantly, a support team or system that will allow you to embrace everything that you are, because there's so many circumstances that we're in that unfortunately we put ourselves in that hinder our well-being. So therefore we can't even think straight, and we become stuck or submissive.
Yeah.
And that stinks.
Yeah. But like I was the other day, I was talking to my mom, and she said we can't go outside, so we need to go inward.
I
which
love that.
I know you can't go out, you need to go in. And all of us need to go in because we are with the social distancing. We do have to look at ourselves in the mirror. We do have to become aware of our thoughts in the present moment and find joy in the simple things. That's how we're going to get through this.
It's hard for people to do that, though.
I know.
You know, it's so easy for us to say because we've been practicing it for so long, but there's so many people out. How do I do that? How do I go in? I don't even know what I'm feeling sometimes, people say.
Do you think that one of the first steps would be that for someone that is that hasn't been practicing that, is not maybe aware, it would be to start with like just gratitude? Something just to be grateful is a start. Hey,
Grateful is a start. I could honestly say, let me see here. If there was one thing for a very brand new, because there's so many like number one things beginners could do to get in to themselves. And yes, writing every morning. It could be 3, even 1. Just start with 1. Thank you for my bed. You know?
yeah.
Thank you for my breath.
Yeah.
And then when you start going in, thank you, like, what am I looking at? Thank you for this computer. Thank you for Jane. Thank you for my water. Thank you for my cell phone. Thank you for my pen. Thank you for my cat, you know? And you start doing it and you just do it. And this is self-hypnotherapy too. It allows you to come into the present moment. And when you come into the present moment, all that distraction goes away. And then you're able to relax. And when the body starts to relax, you start to feel good. And when you start to feel good, you start to do good things and the surroundings feel better. That's why laughter is medicine.
That's why what?
Laughter is medicine.
Laughter. Yeah. Yeah.
Go watch bloopers. You know, I remember when I was in a funk, I mean, because I've been through and still dealing with some heavy stuff that people ask me, Dina, how are you doing it? And I go, it's, you know, my strength. I have faith in God. It's my strength. But what I'm saying is when I was really in a horrible place, I would go bloopers on YouTube and I watch like Jim Carrey or whatever. And it's hysterical. And when you get that endorphin, that burst of serotonin, it's like, all right, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
And then you start working with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think about all walks of life because we're all human beings here and we all have different abilities and capabilities. You know, there's some, you know, we have arms and legs and we can move and jump. Some people don't. So then how are they going to meditate? How are they going to feel better? Well, the mind.
All the mind. Yeah. I know.
So it's, what do they say? What's the most powerful weapon we have? It's our mind.
Our minds, our thoughts. What was I wrote down, I was listening to, there's a show called Impact Theory. I don't know if you've ever listened to it, with Tom Billio. He's amazing. And he was interviewing Jewel, the singer. Oh, her life story, I can't even tell you. But she had done a quote from Buddha and I loved it. And it's, happiness doesn't depend on who you are or what you have. It depends on what you think. It always comes down to your thoughts, right?
It does come down to your thoughts. And a lot of people know that quote. And there's so many quotes that say that, but differently. And then what I feel, a lot of people who are not aware of it, they're like, but I think positive, but it's not working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And then what I'd like to respond with, it's perspective. Like, what's your perspective on it? Like how you see things. Or most importantly, the relationship you have with yourself is the relationship you're going to have and the way you're going to see everything.
Yeah.
You know, and that comes, you know, I had to grow from, and probably still growing from, a sense of low self-esteem, not feeling good enough, trying to fit in. That's probably the big ones. And I had to work through that to feel confident. Now I'm confident.
Yeah.
I really am. But I do see that stuff creep in to try to distract me. But now that I'm doing the work and practicing, I keep pushing forward with my confidence.
Right.
And that's just one example. Does that make sense?
Yeah, which is amazing. And we all, I mean, because we all have stuff from the past. And you and I were talking about that earlier, that things that from when we're growing up, all of us have it. Like, and then your brain is a certain way and you think that's who you are, and it's not. It's not your true self. And you have to sometimes reprogram your brain, like, so that you are confident and you know you're a good person, and nothing anyone can say or do or be can make you feel less than, right? That's that whole power.
It's true. Well, that's where people get triggered. If you feel less than, it's you're being triggered by something. And what you're talking about is trauma. You know, we're all traumatized some way or another. It's life experiences. Everyone has different upbringings. And that's why we hear children are a product of their environment. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm big into the reproductive system. Like, I love the reproductive system. I think it's fascinating. It's just blows my mind how a sperm and an egg can make this. Unbelievable. It goes off. And knowing that, and then my beliefs and what I am passionate about is, you know, when conception happens, it all starts to evolve. And then, like you mentioned, depending on what you're surrounded by when you're young, your caregiver, support, school, you know, you're hearing things.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we take it on as if it's our identity.
Yeah.
And we have a hard time distinguishing the true self from what I call the false self or the ego to navigate a confident, steady life.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, the people that I think this is going to be a hard time for a lot. It's hard for all of us. This time is so uncertain. It's on a global level, but people that have really struggled in the past it's going to be really hard for people, you know, and there's a lot of people that are alone. I think about people that are alone. They have to reach out and connection. You need human connection, right?
You do need human. And it's funny because I just posted on my Facebook page on Dina Kashmir Hands about connection, because I taught a virtual yoga class this morning. I haven't taught a yoga class in so long. And I'm like, and the connection, and it was only 30 minutes. And I said, wow, with that 30 minutes, just, you know, give and receive for all of us.
Yeah.
It was so significant.
Yeah. So let people know about that. So you are on your Facebook page, you're doing some free yoga that people can join.
Well, yes, that's where I announce it. On my KashmirHands.com page, if you go to yoga instruction videos, you'll get instant access to 8 of my yoga instruction video in the back office. So it's going to help with anxiety, back pain, proper mechanics. And then I'm starting to upload more and more to help people journey on to keep their bodies healthy and keep their immune system strong. So I have free instant access to these 8 classes, and I'm offering virtual yoga classes through the Zoom. So download Zoom and
look at someone put.
Okay, great.
Someone loves your videos.
Mama, I love you. Oh, I don't know who that is, but thanks. I love my videos too. I'm so happy you enjoy them. I'll look back on the feed later and comment accordingly. I'm offering those videos. I'm offering some yoga classes, and more stuff is in the works too. I'm building something else that I'll share later on, because I want it to be a certain way for my friends and family to navigate on.
Okay, that's good.
Nice.
And so are you able to still work with, like as a doula online with people? Like, do you have women right now that are having babies? Are you able to work with them?
Well, what I do with my expectant mothers is converse with them like the way we are now. I'm generating a childbirth education class, and this is the only way I could get to them. Teach them yoga, teach them meditation, because the expectant mommies and everybody, our levels of anxiety are really, really high right now, especially going into the hospitals. The beds are overflowed, and the support team for the expectant mothers cannot all be in there.
Yeah.
Things completely changed.
I think they're only allowed one person in. Is that right?
One
a friend of mine's daughter is expecting a baby, and she's young. She's like 18. And of course her mom can't go in with her. Just it's only one person. I thought so. And it causes anxiety. Yeah. Especially if she's young.
And see, that's where my heart beats even more, because if I could say something to those mothers to be, you're going to be okay. Now, I had a home birth experience, and it was something I prepared for. It's who I am: prenatal yoga teacher, prenatal massage therapist. I just knew if I had the opportunity to have a home birth, okay. And I explored both. Both, like hospital setting, home birth. Anyway, so I had the home birth experience and no intervention. I didn't tear. Everything was safe. It was good. But the most profound thing that we have, especially as a woman, because we're the one that delivers birth here on earth, is that we have so much wisdom and power inside us. And I'm holding back so many tears right now because it's so beautiful. We have so much wisdom inside us with the power of our mind, with the sound of our voice, with breathing, with movement to birth these babies.
I know. It's amazing.
With or without medical intervention.
Yeah.
I didn't have medical intervention. To me, it wasn't painful. It was the best workout ever. And once I pushed her out, I was like, okay, God, I'll do it again.
Oh yeah, so we should mention that. You have a beautiful little, you have a beautiful little girl. What's her name?
Mia Sage.
Mia Sage. So Dina's a mom of Mia Sage.
She's my mini-me.
Your mini-me.
I love it. She came out 5 days after my birthday.
Aww.
We're both a Taurus.
That's amazing.
She's stubborn. She's defiant. I'm like, bring it on.
She's a mini-me. You're amazing. I thank you so much. So, yeah, we should probably wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to share at all?
I encourage everybody to find a meditation practice. Go to YouTube, start there, inbox me. I will help you. I'll give you some first step advice to do that. Consider doing some yoga. I don't care what it looks like. Just do something to move. We have to keep our immune system strong. It's imperative we keep our immune system strong. And the immune system is not just the immune system of the physical body. It's the mind, the body, and the soul.
Right.
That's all I have to say for right now.
Because your mind affects your immune system, your thoughts, and it will stress.
Emotions, feelings, thoughts. It's all an inner dialogue.
Right.
It's all connected. Everything's connected.
So high stress will actually lower your immune system, won't it?
100%. I remember when I was in a heightened stressed situation, I was getting stress eczema. I said, what is this? A stress eczema. And the body responds. So pay attention to your body, what it's telling you. Pay attention to your thoughts and just see them for what they are. Just take note of all the messages that you're getting from your body and your mind and take the healthy alternative or reach out to a practitioner or professional that will help you.
Yeah. All right. I thank you so much. Honestly, thanks for joining me. You're amazing.
So
I love I love that we kept in touch, and I love your heart and who you are. And yeah, you're doing a lot of good for people.
So are you, Jane. The Compassion Project is huge. Thank you for doing this and putting your heart out there.
Yeah, and we'll put your website. I think I had it up here. We'll put it. People can go to it. KashmirHands.com. Check it out.
Thank you.
And yeah, reach out to Dina. Okay.
Thanks everybody for being here. Love you all. Stay safe.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Jane.